YouTube, Electric Adventures here with another package in the mail. I'm continuing my perusal of Japanese auction sites. Once again, pretty much every item in here has been gotten for quite a cheap price. It's actually stuck to the bottom of the box. There is one item I paid a little bit more for, but I will happily say that I paid well under par. And it's the first one of the particular type of games in that series. I believe it's going to be just about the first one out too. It is too. So I don't know whether this game's any good. People seem to pay a lot of money for them, and as I said, I got this for less than most of the others that have been going in the similar series. There are quite a few of them too, and it is none other than Rockman 8 or Mega Man 8 for the Sega Saturn. It's in good condition. I mean, I don't know whether this is a versus fighting game or a platforming game like the earlier Mega Mans. By the way, I don't have Mega Man for the NES yet, I haven't played it, or Rockman for that matter. The only one I've actually played is Rockman 2 on the Game Boy. We're in reasonable condition inside. A couple of minor marks on the disc, but I reckon it should play fine. The cover and instructions, it's got not quite a thick instruction booklet, and it's in colour too. So these games, I mean, there's Mega Man like X4 and X3 as well. They seem to pop up. And these games are popping up reasonably regularly, but they do go for quite a bit of money. So I was lucky to get this one quite cheap. Didn't expect to see it in my list the next morning. Usually these auctions end early in the morning for me. Now, next one, which I got quite cheap indeed, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the version's like on the Famicom, and it's Elevator Action. I've got the version for MSX2, and that's really good. They always come with these stickers on them. Got to take them off carefully. So the box is in reasonable condition. Not perfect, but no major tears or anything like that, just a couple of creases. The cartridge is in really good condition. I will of course clean it before I use it. The tabs don't look too bad. So it's got a good front label. The normal disclaimer back label, no top label, and we have a little magazine list and some instructions. Elevator Action is a great game. I actually used to play it in the arcades. There's actually quite a few interesting things in that little catalogue. It's always interesting to find out the other stuff that came out around the same time. So I'll put that back together later. Now this package is for a variety of systems, because this is just stuff that I put low bids in and managed to get. Now the next is my second cartridge for my Japanese Nintendo 64. And I actually haven't played the PAL version of this game, and it's supposed to be pretty good, is Wave Race 64. It's supposed to be not a bad little, for a bit of fun racing game. Now, I believe this is the one that comes with a memory pack or something. Not the memory expansion pack, but maybe a rumble pack for the controller or something. No, that just means it's supported. I get confused with some of the. I know I've got one thing coming with an extra thing, but anyway, we've got the cartridge. The label's in excellent condition, and we have all of our original materials. So we have a controller chart. That's fairly easy to understand, even though it's in Japanese, of course. And then we have an actual instruction booklet. So So I haven't played a Nintendo 64 game for a while, so that'll be good fun having a go at that, and especially, as I said, I haven't played it on a PAL 64 either, so that's a completely new game for me. So I am slowly, as long as I don't pay more than say $5 or $6 for them, picking up Japanese Nintendo 64 titles. I'm going to try and get them boxed, because you know, there seem to be a few around and they're not going for too much money, and just another little, you know, part of the collection to slowly build up items on. I'm going to get the trusty packing knife out to get into the next bit. Let's just okay, we're going to flip systems again. Now this is to continue my Mega Drive shoot 'em up collection. Now this is a repeat, but I only got it for a couple of dollars, and I prefer the Japanese covers. And it's actually Space Harrier 2 for the Sega Mega Drive, obviously Japanese one. I do like the Japanese covers. So I do have a complete copy. So this is complete. It looks like the instructions have been in some sort of folder at some stage, but it doesn't matter. So that's complete and in really good condition, so that'll go into the shoot 'em up collection and replace the PAL copy. I will probably at some stage have a clean out of PAL duplicates, because I've pretty much converted a lot of my collecting over to the Japanese items. And we have another item from the Nintendo 64 collection. Now this is a game I do have on PAL, and being a Star Wars game, that shouldn't be a surprise, but it is Star Wars Shadows of the Empire from the Nintendo 64. This is great just to get the box. I haven't really seen that many Japanese Nintendo 64 boxes, so that's pretty cool. I really do like that front part. And actually quite enjoy this game. It was rushed out near the release of the Nintendo 64, so it's not as bug-free, shall we say, as some of the later Star Wars titles, but it's still got some good fun sections in it. There we go, cartridge label's completely different to the PAL one. Still no top label, but we seem to be complete otherwise. We have the manual, which repeats that great cover art, and inside, oh lovely. So this is worth getting just for the art and the printed material. So we've got the manual. So I'm just flipping through this because it's got some really nice pictures in it. One of the best parts is the Snow Speeder battle bit, which appears in later games. Obviously realised that was one of the favourite bits, but you get to do all sorts of things in Shadows of the Empire. We'll try and have a bit of a gameplay of it. I haven't played it for a very long time, so I'm bound to be terrible. And we'll have to try and turn the music off as well, of course. So really good just to get that sort of stuff. There's a bit of a registration card and a little thing to send off for Star Wars magazine or comics. There's comics down the bottom, I recognise. Maybe comic versions of the movies in the middle there. And the Shadows of the Empire comics. They're all comics that you could get. That's a really cool item to get. And yeah, that's it for the package. So we can have a bit of fun, a bit of variety, a couple of different systems, or 3 different systems to play games on. Let's go and have a look at them. Here we go with Star Wars Shadows of the Empire on my Japanese Nintendo 64. There are a whole lot of really nice cutscenes and music and stuff like that before that, but that stuff's fraught with danger. Okay, interesting. There's something on my memory card, probably from my previous game, which will probably... So other than Japanese text, this should be pretty plain. playable. So basically we've got to get the probe droids. So you press the left and right shoulder buttons to bank. I've always loved this game. It just gives you such a good feel of, you know, Empire Strikes Back. So crashing into them destroys them as well, but it also does damage to your ship. I've got some black smoke coming over the back of me. You know, you've got a pretty good scanner down there. I totally, absolutely love playing these games. I've played every single Star Wars game for the Nintendo 64. Not that my playing at the moment gives you any indication of that. So everything proceeds in, you know, little mini missions. So you get rid of the probe droids, and now you've got to get rid of the AT-AT orbers. Oops. The second one shot me then, but I was just about dead. So. I managed to pull myself a second time. Yeah. So even though we're going to head out workers, there are probe droids guarding them. So you need to do some evasive. It's not all just go in close. You need to give yourself some room and go in for a run. Whatever you do, don't go into their firing arc. So the blue button puts a bit of extra power in. Another probe droid down there as well. Whoa! I reckon that's my last ship too, isn't it? Oh, I got one of them. So there are many stages to Shadow of the Empire, which I'm not going to show you in this video. Because I suck at this game. But anyway, great fun. I'm actually going to play the game all the way from the beginning again, just to have some great fun with this. I do actually have a power copy, but it doesn't matter. It'd be great just having a go at it on the Japanese system. Alright, let's try the next game. Okay, here we go with Wave Race. I haven't actually played this on the power version though, so pressing start gets us to the main screen. Sure what the options are, so we'll just click through on the defaults. See a couple of ones to choose from. Just go for the default bike. I'll work out some of the other settings later.
Welcome to Dolphin Park. Warming up です。イルカを追いかけてみましょう。
Okay, where am I supposed to go? around and do tricks maybe. So I go around the island here. I'm sure there's lots of different modes. I'll have to look up online. Style points and things like that. I'm sure I think there's a straight racing mode for this game as well. Right, I really need to figure out what some of the other modes in this game are, but graphics look pretty good. As I said, I haven't played many Nintendo 64 games for quite some time, so it makes these sort of games new and fresh. Alright, let's try our next game. Okay, here we go with Elevator Action. A game I have for the MSX as well. I used to also play this in the arcades. There was one at one of the arcades I used to frequent, I can remember it. The title screen looks pretty good. Let's go for one player. The idea is you've got to try and get to the bottom of the building and make your escape. And you've got the spies constantly after you. Now, there are special rooms which you've got to find. There's one coming up now. It's close. Now, before you can progress to the next level, you have to find all of the red doors. You've got to be standing precisely on those squares to go down the escalators. You've got to be really careful. Oh, look out. You can jump too. Ooh. So the music's a little grating. Not the best NES music out there. That was close. Missed the lift. You can control the lifts, which is great, otherwise you get very stuck very quickly. He's going to come down there. Luckily there's no such thing as ammo or anything as well. So we're getting there. I'm doing better than I normally do. Perhaps because I, have played the MSX one reasonably recently. Oh, he got me. I'm not sure where you start from. Right, well, I messed up there. I let the camera go flat, so I'll include a little bit of gameplay. But I got to the second stage and died before I reached the bottom. Just to let you know where I got up to. Really quite enjoyed this game. The music is a little grating. I think the MSX version is better, but not bad for a game on the Famicom. So excellent addition to the collection. Let's try our next game. Here we go with Space Harrier 2, which doesn't have a huge reputation. The original there was no Space Harrier 1 on the Mega Drive, and I believe this wasn't an official port. Now I do actually have this game on PAL. Let's see. It's got, Mega Drive-y type sounds. But I suppose what most people's complain is the sprite scaling's not that much better than what was done on the Master System, I suppose.
Get ready.
Doesn't make it a bad game. So we're not getting killed by trees. Not too bad. You don't get a tremendous sense of excitement playing it. Dragon. Trees are a nuisance.
Get ready.
There we go. We got him. And he needed a couple more hits. Now what happens? And I die straight away. Well, at least I've got another
Get ready.
life yet. Okay, so we've got to keep the heads, I suppose. Right, yep. Just got to survive. Comes forward, and then get rid of the heads. Hard to figure out. So you get a score that sort of goes up the further you get, just for time wise, and I suppose you get bonuses when you hit things as well. Oops. Oh, there we go.
Get ready.
I mean, it's alright. I'm not terribly into it myself. I can see why people weren't that impressed with it. It's probably not really doing the Mega Drive that much justice, really. Now I'm still been playing this at PAL speeds too, so probably why this game I've had for ages and haven't really gotten out on that regular occasion. Alright, that's enough over a look at that. And I died anyway. Let's go
Get ready.
look at our last game. Okay, here we go with Rockman 8. This is going to be very amusing because I have not played all of the games. Better not let, unfortunately, that very nice animated sequence and Japanese music play for very long. We're going to get in trouble. Okay. Right, as I said, this could be very amusing, so if you're ready to be amused, get ready. Because I wouldn't have a clue what I'm supposed to do, what type of game this is even. Always impressed by the quality of the sound in Saturn titles. So, purple dude. Right, the blue dude. Nice bit of Japanese animation to go on with it. So, big cataclysmic fight. Two opposites fighting. Sorry, interlude by the dogs there. Nice little cinematic intro. Building up our story. As I said, I've never played this before, and this is pretty safe to let run. So he's burning up on my way in. He's Spider-Man.
こんな戦いはやめよう、フォルテ。僕には君と戦う理由はない。
Very much in the style, art style of Astro Boy, I will say. I'm sure
ロールちゃん、ロックマン、急いで
where some of the inspiration for the characters for this came from.
ラッシュジェット。フォルテ、勝負は預け。
Alright, we'll skip that. It's taken a bit too long, mate. This video too long, so we'll just get in and see if we can work out the gameplay. Very nice and colourful.
レディー。
Okay, my dude. Shoot. Well, that's doing. I can shoot as well. Okay. Okay, shoot a tree. Okay. Turn off the auto fire on the joystick. Because of course I've been playing shoot 'em ups. I pick that up. I can't fire up either. That's it. Sorry, I was pressing the shoot button. Oh, sorry, I'm not supposed to hit that either. Ah. Doing very well here. At least I collected a little bit of energy. Jump right. I love the music in the background, that's quite nice. Okay, reach some sort of automated thing. Getting a bit of a story here. I mean, once I get used to the controls, I could definitely play this. Like he's giving me a Pokeball or something. Right. I can actually kick that thing. Ooh, what's that do? Can we go in there? Cool. Oops. Uh-oh. You guys are probably getting good amusement at seeing how bad I am at this game. So does that put us all the way back to the start? Yes, it does. Understandable. It's probably good for me. So when you shoot those little guys, you get little bits. Oh, you can slide too. I'd like to know how you pick up those, that's the only thing. Oh! Not even fun, man. Well, I quite enjoy this. I like the graphic style. I'm doing better than I was doing last time. Shall we do the underwater bit again? We might as well try that. Whoops. But this time we're going to stay as the blue character. Which probably, until I work out the controls, it's probably not a bad thing. Take it, it's going to open that door. Which lets us through there. Okay. Here he goes, it's bad. I will get better, I promise. Okay, we go through that again, we go back up. Oh, I think this is a game that I'm going to enjoy playing and discovering. I like the art style. And I could get used to the gameplay mechanics. Maybe that's when you're a different type of Mega Man or something. Not sure what that did, but it has to be good for me. Ooh. What's happening here? Some sort of a boss fight? Yeah. Ooh, big thing. Doesn't look healthy for me. What are the chances of me surviving this? Not big. Hey, that's not fair. Right, so I can't head in there. Okay, and then you slide to get away quickly, I think. Quick enough. No, not quick enough. I think I've hurt him at all. Hurt him at all. In my first play. Oh, I actually did hit him, but I hit him in the eyes. you've only got a small gap to get in there. That's not going to be good for me. Almost dead. No, it's not him, almost dead. Just got out of there alive. Ah, there we go. I did manage to hurt him though, so yeah, top notch. Love this game. We'll see if I get others, but obviously slowly. They're expensive. I was lucky to get this one for the price I did. So really hope you've enjoyed these gameplays and these pickups. Welcome additions to my collection, spread across quite a few consoles there, but that keeps it interesting. Thank you all my subscribers, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.